हाय गाइस, इट्स श्रिया हियर एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल ब्यूटी एंड द कोड। आज के वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ परफ्यूम हॉल शेयर करने वाली हूँ। आई डोंट हैव एनी मिडिल ईस्टर्न फ्रेग्रेंसेज इन दिस हॉल, सो ऑल दीज परफ्यूम्स आर काइंड ऑफ लाइक डिजाइनर ऑफ फ्रेंच परफ्यूम्स। सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द वीडियो। बिफोर वी डू सो मेक श्योर कि आपने मेरे चैनल पे सब्सक्राइब कर लिया है, यू हिट द बेल नोटिफिकेशन एंड यू फॉलो मी ऑन इंस्टाग्राम। एंड नाउ लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। So the first set of perfumes are from the brand called Nyud Fragrances. This is how the outer packaging looks like. ये देहरादून based brand है. So the moment I got to know about this brand, I really wanted to test and try some perfumes, and they were running some discount on their website. So each of these I got it for around 800 rupees after discount, and they very kindly sent me like a tester as well. So I like the overall feel of this. Like the packaging is quite cute, comes in this box, this bottle, and they also send like this perfume roller ball free with it, so that you can enhance and make the perfume more long lasting. Now I got two variants in this. The first one is known as Delicious. So this is how the Delicious fragrance look like. Now मैंने इसको बहुत अच्छे से टेस्ट एंड ट्राई नहीं किया है. I'm still like in the process of testing and trying, but I must say, the moment I sprayed Delicious, I was like, this is such a beautiful kind of like a fruity blast. It literally feels like a fruit bowl, which is very juicy, very fresh, very uplifting, very happy kind of fragrance. And especially like the raspberry strawberry, like something about, creamy berries is something that is really attracting me to this fragrance. ये वाला परफ्यूम मुझे काफ़ी ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत यूनिक था. ओके, आई डिड नॉट फाइंड दिस टू बी सुपर यूनिक, बट द fruitiness, the creaminess, the blend overall with hints of powderiness and musk. I think this felt very refreshing. It felt very appropriate for daytime. It felt very appropriate for summer. And when I applied this one, this kept projecting for almost 2 hours. Matlab, that is a good performance. This lasted me for around 7 hours, gave me a good projection, and it just wrapped me around with this freshness of fruitiness all throughout the day. So I really enjoyed this one. I also felt that it has distinct creaminess in this, which kind of like enhances this fragrance, especially in the dry down. And that is all because of the musk that's playing. So that is the first fragrance. I'm definitely going to do like a full-blown review for this fragrance for sure. The next nude fragrance that we have, that I was very excited to get my hands on, is a Blossom. Now I got Blossom because it listed milk as one of their fragrance notes. So I was like, I like a creamy fragrance and I definitely want to give this one a try. This is how, by the way, Blossom looks like. Now this kind of gives me this is a very unique fragrance. And the moment I sniffed it, I felt like this is very cosmetic. Like, I'm not sure if iris is there or not, but it has a cosmetic vibe to it. It feels like creamy, milky, lactonic, makeup-y fragrance, and it definitely has some freshness to it. Like the opening is very fresh, but then just keeps evolving and evolving, and the journey is a super non-linear. You will get different nuances in different point of time. Starting may you'll get like a hit of mandarin orange, bergamot, some zestiness. Yeah, this has a milky lactonic feel to it, and throughout the day, like the milkiness is pretty prominent. You will get that lactonic wisp throughout the day with this one. I also find this to be slightly spicy, not like a pink pepper spice, but more like a a very subtle kind of like a dalchini cinnamon kind of a vibe to it. So this is a very unique one. Out of the two, I think this one, the Blossom one, is more unique. Delicious is quite fruity and it just kind of is like Bath and Body Works reminder to me, but this one is pretty unique in itself. Now I have two perfumes from them which they have sent as samples to test and try, And the first one that I have is called as a Love Swan. Now, Love Swan is kind of like a vanillic fragrance. It's a very beautiful yet complicated sort of a vanilla fragrance. Yeah, this does feel कि ये कोई मिठाई जैसा है, मतलब कोई मिठाई mixed with vanilla, mixed with some Indian ingredients. ये थोड़ा वैसा वाला फील आता है. Again, very unique take on vanilla, like a mithai vanilla. So I'm actually going to like order a bigger bottle of this to experience this one. And then we have pina colada, which from the name it suggests that it is very similar to a tropical pina colada drink. This is a pineapple heavy fragrance with kind of like a, you know, a very juicy pineapple. But my only problem is, of course, with hints of coconut and all, has a tropical feel and everything. The only problem is it just has a lot of zestiness to it. Matlab, it kind of slightly was disturbing in when I put it along. Like the top notes were slightly too sharp for me, and like all I could concentrate is the kind of like a sour bitterness in this fragrance. So that was off-putting to me when I started using this one. I've only used it twice, pina colada, but every time I used it, I got that very distinct kind of like that bitter sourness. So not a huge fan of pina colada, but Love Swan, I want to get a full bottle of that. The next perfume is from Nykaa, and this is a Stolen Glance. This is from its Love Struck perfume line, and this is my second bottle of it because I just love the scent profile of this one. Like that is quite obvious that I love it. Also, it was like the first bottle that I had was gifted to me, so it kind of has like an emotional connection with this perfume somehow. This is a very beautiful kind of like a very mellowed rosy white floral with some green notes to it, and sort of a very everyday soft fragrance to wear. Perfect for office going. This is like, I carry this in my bag most of the days because I just like how fresh, how light, how easy breezy, airy this fragrance is. This is not something which is like super unique, super beautiful. This is a very everyday casual perfume. Like how every day just comes by, we live our life and it goes away, and next day it's a new day. It just kind of has that sort of a feeling, like a new day sort of a feeling. Yeah, it's kind of also has this aqua-ness to it, which again brings in that lot of freshness to the florals that are in here. This has no speck of sweetness to it. If you are into fresh florals, you may want to give this one a try. This is my second bottle, so you can tell I like a very easy breezy fragrance because it's a no-brainer for me. Like just pick it up, throw in this, and just go about with my casual work. Very non-offensive, and yeah, I quite like it. Last perfume that I want to talk about is from Westside, and this is a Bloom N3 Narcisse perfume. I got this recently, like quite recently, from Westside, and I also like kind of sprayed the rest of the variants on the test strip. So I probably can do like a separate video for this and all the perfumes in their range. This one, and there was one more called as Champaka. Those two perfumes stood out to me. But out of the two, my partner selected this one, so I went for it. And this is how the bottle looks like. And it's a very beautiful, like a white beige combination. I don't know, something to do with these white bottles. They make me feel that this fragrance is lactonic and milky and creamy. And I just gravitate more towards these kind of fragrances these days. Now, this is nothing creamy or lactonic, by the way. This is a very beautiful floral fragrance. Something that I have never experienced or never, have kind of like put my nose on it. I have the card for this one, which has the fragrance notes for it. So this has a Narcissus, a Tuberose, Bergamot. I just wanted to say that the opening is pretty sharp for this one. It's because of the bergamot. Then mid notes are neroli, petite grain, and orange blossom. Base notes musk, sandalwood, and a powdery accord. So this is a floral, a musky, powdery fragrance out there. And this is a long lasting perfume. Like, I was not expecting Studio Westside perfumes to be long lasting, but this has kind of like made me rethink, because this lasted on me for more than 6 hours. And I also kind of put it during bedtime, and all night I was twisting and turning with anxiety, and I could get wisp of this fragrance all night. It just did not budge. So this is kind of like a long lasting fragrance for sure. It creates a good scent bubble, but it's not too projective, so I find it appropriate to be worn in office. And I wore this in office and I got some compliments as well. So I really like that how easy breezy again this fragrance is. It is not as aqua light like Love Struck, Stolen Glance. This is much concentrated floral fragrance. And it does have like a oily feel to it. I think that's because of the tuberose and narcissus combination, but it does give me that slight bit of that oily feel to it. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching the perfume haul. As always, I will be coming through videos on individual reviews of the perfumes that I showed you in this haul. So stay tuned for that. And that's it for today's video. Please support by subscribing, hit the bell notification, follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Bye.